2020 has to be scientifically the worst year ever. And I think there'll be a lot of people that will agree with me. Hey, I'm not someone who's very prominent on YouTube. That's really obvious, but a lot of things have happened this year, and this is kind of prompts me to start just talking on YouTube or any other platforms that I've decided to put this I'm gonna decide to put this on in the future. But right now I just want to talk about the year 2020. With the coming of the new decade, no one have expected that COVID-19 would hit and it will be the disaster that it is now. So that's that. And we have one more thing too, which is well, recently my grandmother passed away, and she passed away in a way that was completely unexpected and uncalled for. My grandmother was, all the way in the Philippines, and she got a really bad wound, and this wound was kind of, the problem with the wound got exaggerated with her diabetes, and there was a whole lot of complication. Even I am not very clear on what really the problem was, but on last Sunday she passed away, mostly because we couldn't treat her wounds earlier, and that was that. And part of the problem was also how in the Philippines the healthcare system wasn't really that good. You can't really transport yourself from place to place as easily as you could in the past, because right now there's this thing called a travel pass, not visitor's pass. And it made it very difficult for my grandmother and my relatives over there to transport her properly and to take care of her medical needs. And so because of all of these complications, all this unneeded complication, when she touched down, when she arrived into the hospital, she reached critical condition, and then not soon after, at about 3 to 4 o'clock, she died. So of course it was really, really painful to see all of this happening live. I was just preparing myself for the next day, because it was a Sunday, and what happened was a complete shock. My mother, she was just frantically trying to look for ways to have her be better, and wow, words can't describe what I felt that day, or what my entire family was going through that day. And the worst part was, even right now we can't travel back to the Philippines to try to attend the funeral or to say farewell to her. We can only do what we can do here. If there wasn't this COVID-19 thing, we would be flying back at this very moment, but right now that's not the case. And so that's that. I just decided to talk about this. Yes. A week has passed since my grandmother passed away. I hope I grieve properly, because I'll have to go back to work tomorrow, and that's that. So 2020 is really a year to remember. the year that a family has been taken away from us. But we can only hope that we'll come out of this stronger and better than before. So yeah, and that's about it. If there's anyone watching this video or anything, comment below. I would especially like to hear, people that have lost loved ones to the COVID-19 virus, and how are you doing what are you doing? How are you doing, and what are you doing to get yourself over it? And I mean, the pain cannot be forgotten, of course, but we still have to move on. And that's the fact and that's the reality of it all. My mom has progressed a lot better, and I'm very proud of her for doing that. But yeah, 2020 has been a real bitch, and I really, really hate this year, and I can't wait for it to burn in the fire.